arriving. Good morning and welcome. Day 5 of our practice for the Master Breath. Getting more familiar, finding that real steadiness in your breath. Finding the real steadiness in yourself. Had a wonderful conversation with my mom, which was years in coming. She's been 2 strokes, 2 brain surgeries, infection of the central nervous system. Just thought she was gone. And she called to read to me from her journal from when I was at grad school. She said, I wanted to remind you of the soul that you are. I want to remind you of how amazing the soul that you are. Whenever we practice and then we pause and there's this new emanation that comes through us, that is who we are, it is what we know of ourselves. You are knowing the soul of yourself. And may it be a practice just to remind you and remind you and remind you, bring you into that. And when we lose our way, let us trust this guidance. Om Namo. I bow all that knows what has been and what will be. I bow to this, I surrender to this. I fall into its trust. Guru Dev Namo. I bow to the incredible teacher that is myself, my life, this light. Om Namo Guru Dev Namo. Listen or whisper or chant with me just 3 times. Tune in. Shoulders and roll your wrists. And I know that sometimes we can be a little short on time, so we're going to do a warm-up right now that's just about clarity and balance. And so if you only have the next 12 to 13 minutes, that's the practice for you. And otherwise, it will warm us up. Start us standing. Here we go. One hand to your heart. One hand turns open. We begin to turn. Inhaling, turning to the left. Exhaling, turning to the right. Put a little bend in your knees. Closing your eyes, starting to move quite steadily. It's very simple, very easy. Shaking out all the ways in which we've been seated in our cars and at our desks and in our chairs. Feeling our mobility. Doesn't need to be big, doesn't need to be aggressive in any way. Turn from the navel and go with your eyes closed. 16, 15, 14. Good. And then just sweep your hands wide. Chin up, 3 tips, go. So tuck your chin and cap that breath, holding the breath a little, wagging the tail. Come up, up, up into the chest. Loosen your fingers, lift your chin, breathe out, breathe wide, let it go. So when we begin, there's often some stagnation. Tap your heels, shake out your hands, wag your tail. And that movement of your body and that banging of your heels into the floor, keep that going. You bring your heels underneath your hips, hook your thumbs, take your hands up high. And then a little wag the tail, go a little higher. And as you need to, stamp out your feet, wag your tail, so that your legs become this very clear conduit. And then from your belly button to your hips, to your knees, to your heels, keep loosening that, keep calling. Now call your heart up out of your navel. Call your navel up out of your hips. Oh, draw your hips up out of your knees. Draw your knees up out of your ankles. Tap your heels when you need to. Go up and go a little bit back. And because you've gone down in your heels, coming up out of the heart, the low back getting longer, a little side to side. Long, smooth breathing. Come up, come up. Spread your fingers. Lift your heart. Lift the low back. Lengthen. Lengthen the back of your neck. Lengthen the back of your heart. Shake out your legs when you need to. Wriggle into your fingers when you need to. Go up, go out. Smooth it out. A little left, a little right. Smooth it out. Up and out. As though lifting right up out of the soles of your feet. Anchor your heels. Rise. Rise. And as you rise, arrive a little higher for 15 seconds. Up and out, up and out. Up and out. Ah, 3. Up and out. 2. Good. And then gently reach wide. Let go. Hands wide. Slowly. Spread all the light into the space around you. Bend your knees, slide down through the backs of your legs. Soften. Fold. Bend the knees, press down, sweep up. So you'll fold down and you'll rise up. 10. Exhaling down, inhaling up. As deep a bend in your knees as you need to, fingertips to the thighs or fingertips to the floor or hands flat to the floor beside your feet. It's up to your body. Fold and unfold. For 2. And 1 more. And lift halfway, wag your tail back, fold your way down. And unfold. Starting to feel the front and the back even and steady. Widening your feet slightly. Turn your palms down, your elbows are bent, and you circle through the hips. Close your eyes. Here I tend to lift my toes so that the balls of my feet are anchored down. I can feel the outer and inner edges of my heels as I move. My knees are moving. My right hip and then my left. So I'm starting to find the circularity of my joints. I'm stirring the pelvis, the sacrum, the connection of the low body to the spine. Feeling how as I circle here through the pelvis, I can start to feel an opening at the throat, at the jaw, through the chest. And then just reverse your direction, circling. And no one can see you because your eyes are closed. And so see if you can make that darkness, that solitude under your closed eyes, can you make that circular? Can you feel the circularity of your forearm bone, how it's a cylinder? And you go around the navel and around the head. Let this circle get bigger. Just for 3. We're so good at forward and back. See if you can melt that forward back and become left and right, forward, back, and all the points in between. And pause. Gather the hands up, back, circle, pause high. A bend in your knees, forward circle, your head down, your hands overhead. So back circle brings you up and up and up, and forward circles take you down and over and in and in and in. In and in. Out and out and out. So as you fold, you're opening the back of your body across the backs of your arms, the back of your chest. As you unfold, the hips forward, the heart high, the throat lifts. And maybe those circles start to quicken. Two more full forwards and backs. And pause at the top. And as you bring your hands down, bend your knees, sit your seat all the way down and come to lie down on your back. And just notice, palms open. Notice your body. This amazing being of light. Lift your hips. Put your palms face down under your hips. Your thumbs are touching. Lift your feet off the floor. Tap your right. Tap your left. Tap your right. Tap your left. Awesome. Or the legs extend. Tap your right. Tap your left. Exhale down and inhale up. Close your eyes and just go for a minute right here. On the exhale, with your heel going down, bring your navel towards your spine and stabilize the low back. Keep that as you bring your foot up. Three, two, one. Bend your knees. Keep your hands where they are. Just pause. Feel the pulse of your body deep in the crease of your hips and your low belly and your pelvis. Bend your right knee towards your chest, straighten your left. And then bring the left knee in, press out the right. To modify this, the feet go higher, right?
To intensify it, the feet just inches off the floor. Point your toes, moving your legs like pistons. Each one is an exhalation to exhale, and exhale, and exhale. If you need to, if you can't keep your low back anchored to your spine, then you tuck your chin and you lift your head. We exhale, and we exhale, and we exhale. If that's too much, take your hands out, put your hands behind your head, stay steady, and we'll just go 30 seconds. Three, 2, 1. Good. Feet to the floor. Free your hands. Draw your knees towards your chest and widen your knees out to each side. Shake out your feet. Arms wide. Bring your right knee down and your left knee on top. And then your left knee opens and comes to the floor, and your right knee follows, right knee onto left. So right knee opens, right knee to the floor, left knee follows. And you're turning right through the navel. Rolling open, rolling closed. Rolling open, rolling closed. 3 and 2. Good. And 1. So that you can catch your knees and roll right up to a steady seat. And get your bolster or your blanket and sit up tall. So that we opened and balanced the full movements, the circularity of the joints. We strengthened at the navel. And with your heels directly under your knees, hands on thighs, hands on shins, begin a circle. And come into the spine, into the detail, into the center point, into the axis. Inhale across the front, exhale across the back. As though you were drawing a circle at the inside of a bowl. And then see if you can draw that circle higher, as though you were drawing the circle with your navel. Lift it up away from the floor. And become more precise. Instead of a big marker, you're drawing with a very fine point pencil. Higher. Clearer. Encircle the heart. And back down into the belly. Just feel where it's needed. Reverse direction. So start at the base, the biggest circle lining the bowl of your seat. Back to the navel, back to the seat, and steady, 30 seconds.
Feel the momentum and let it carry you. Less you and more the posture moving you. Tall. Inhale. 3 sips. Heart up, chin in. Cap that breath right at the top and then pulse the pelvic floor. Anus, sex organs gathered in like you're pulling a drawstring and releasing. Just a little pulse. It's easiest to find. Catch and release. And as you release, chin up, breath out, be still. Shake out the legs, recross with the opposite shin in front. Heels under your knees, hands on shins, draw your navel forward, draw it back. Inhale and exhale, so that you are rounding through the low back and the movement comes from your hips and the chest is simply following the action of your hips. Notice if as you move forward and back, there's a little bit of a bumpy ride through your breathing. Like a right, we're looking to smooth out, forward and back. Inhale and exhale. Start to lift the heart away from the floor. So you're not sinking down as much as you are rising and releasing. Rather than dropping down, you're dropping forward and back, forward and back. And continue the breath, continue the movement. Put your hands on your knees and let the chest move a little more freely. Top of your head, stay steady. Five, four, three, two. Sit tall, inhale up, 3 more sips. Pause breath, heart up, chin in, gather the pelvic floor, pulse 3, let go, pulse 2, let go, and pulse. Chin up, breath out, let go. Fingertips to your shoulders, turning left and turning right. Move from the base, turn from the seat, turn from the navel. Let the ribs begin to follow the instructions of the hips. Sitting a little taller, elbows wide, eyes closed. Working here, or begin to open fingertip, first fingertip to thumb tip. Draw your hands up high, interlace your fingers, point the first finger up, and turn left and turn right. Tuck your chin, straighten your arms, hug your forearms towards each other. Inhaling left, exhale right. It's quick and steady. Elevate the navel away from the pelvic floor. The heart up out of the navel. The crown of the head up out of the heart. The fingertips up out of the top of your head. Go, 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 go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Center, center. Inhale, chin up. 3 more. Fill it to the top. Tuck your chin. Reach. Pelvic floor. Pulse. 4, 3, 2. And then pause that pulse, tall, 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 gather it all up, and then lift your chin, breathe out, breathe wide, and notice. Coming to know that bright soul that you are. That sometimes someone has to call you up and remind you. You did a great job. I have proof. You feel the proof? You feel that great soul that you are? Fingertips to your shoulders. We're just going to bring an elbow down and an elbow down. Inhale, left elbow up. Exhale, right elbow up. So if this is too much to bring your elbow to your thigh, put a hand down and begin to just move from side to side, hand to the floor, hand over head. It's a similar movement through the spine. The hand at the shoulder is a little more intense through the back of the shoulder, through the underarm. And just find your rhythm, side to side. Close your eyes. 30 seconds. Opening the underside, underneath the shoulder blades. Getting into the spine of your upper back and helping that to move from side to side. It can get so stationary. And in that stationary aspect, it can become heavy and blocked. Good. 3, 2, 1. Yes. So turn your left palm open, put your right palm down, bear grip at the center. And now a little more revolution. So you pull at the clasp as though you were trying to have your elbows move further away from one another. And the heart and the hands are in one line. Inhale left, exhale right, in, out, inhale, exhale, sitting tall. 10, 9. Good. Hands down. Good. Turn your chin to the left and to the right. Inhale left. Exhale right. Steady and smooth. Feel the way the light changes across your eyelids as you turn from left to right. Opening through the back of the neck, the base of the skull. And you'll pause with your chin at your right shoulder. And drop your chin down across to the left shoulder. Turn your ear to the left shoulder and come up over, bring your right ear to your right shoulder. Turn your chin to your right shoulder and drop down across the chest. Left ear, left shoulder, up and over, right ear, right shoulder. Chin from the right to the left. One more time. Ear to shoulder, up and over. Chin to shoulder, down and across. Reverse. So chin down and across, ear to shoulder, up and over. Left shoulder to your chin and down. Right ear, left ear. Chin to shoulder, One more. So right ear, right shoulder, come up, come over, chin to the shoulder, down to the center, rise to neutral, and notice the top of your head. And so we are ready, from base to crown, a little steeple of light. Shake out your feet, rebuild your seat. Now, if you know that was enough cross-legged seat for you, then get a chair and sit with your feet flat and your legs square down, and that's a perfect place to be, because this breath asks that we are not rounded or heavy in any way. If you are seated this way, this breath won't work. The breath of fire is asking our diaphragm to move quickly and lightly with great strength and precision. This is going to run into your inner organs. But this space, now my diaphragm can move up and down as it's made to. So if that means that I need to be seated in a chair, then sit in a chair, and that's best. Or add an extra height with blocks. So we remember that breath of fire starts with a ha, so we can find it through the mouth, and then we'll close the mouth and find it through the nose, and then we'll let it become steady. So first posture. The master breath begins, palms together, thumbs to the sternum, lightly lifting the sternum, lightly tucking the chin, press the heels of the hands. So there's a structure. Open your mouth, find a whisper of ha. With that, you feel a little pulse of the diaphragm moving up and down. Shoulders are soft, palms press. Feel the body breathing. And as you're ready, close your mouth and out your nose. Five, four, three, two. Inhale, chin up. Tuck your chin, hard up, chin in, stay. Pulse the pelvic floor 3 times. And then let go. Hands down, notice. Relax the diaphragm, relax the navel. Begin to feel an aspect of light, and in that light you are waking an innate intelligence. You're starting to pay attention to the light in your body. The left palm faces away, thumb down. The right hand faces you, thumb up. Find the clasp of your hands, bear grip, tuck your thumbs, elbows wide. Your hands are the height of your heart, out your mouth. Feel the diaphragm, feel the navel. Find your rhythm. It may not be the same as mine. Close your eyes, close your mouth, out your nose. Lightly pulling on the hands, elbows wide, hands clasped, make a structure, tuck your chin. We got 10 seconds. 3, 2, 1. Inhale, chin up, 3 sips more.
Tuck your chin, pause, pelvic floor, pulse or hold. 3, 2, pause. Chin up, breath out, release, eyes closed. Notice. I am this. Left hand faces forward, right hand faces you. Clasp your fingers, put your thumbs against the hands, hands the height of your throat. Start with a ha. Keep the breath, close your mouth, out your nose. Give a little tension to the hands, a little widening of the elbows, a little tuck of the chin. Feel the structure of your shoulders holding you high. Feel your seat beneath and feel your diaphragm right in the middle. Five, 4, 3, 2. Chin up, breath in, 3 sips. Tuck your chin, pause, pulse. Pulse the pelvic floor, a little gather and release. Pause. And all out. Notice. If you need to, shake out your legs, recross. If you need to, hop up on a chair, take care of yourself, take care of your seat, your joints, your hips, your knees. Left palm facing out, right palm facing you. Clasp your hands, hands up. Maybe the height of the center of your forehead, or if possible, hands are overhead, elbows wide, little tug of the hands, out the mouth. Find the breath. Soften the body, soften the breath, and close your eyes and close your mouth. Go out the nose a minute. Three, 2, 1. Inhale. Chin up, 3 sips. Tuck your chin. Pulse the pelvic floor. Elbows wide. Pausing. Rising. Rising. Chin up, breath out, hands down to notice. Turn your palms open, and as you rest, hands are open, elbows bent, long, deep breathing. thumbs turn back. The fingers are long, the collarbones are broad, the front of your body is open, the back of your body is bright. As you breathe in, fill the throat, then the chest, then the belly. Empty from the belly to the chest, to the throat. Smooth and circular. Stabilize your energy. The breath activates our energy, ignites us, ignites and moves what has been stopped, what has been stagnant. The mudra, the position of your hands and your arms, creates direction and directs your energy. And this stillness and this long, steady breath stabilizes your light, your awareness, your perception, a higher plane. Steady and still, steady and still. May feel a little sort of tremor. Feel what's building. And bring your palms together, your thumbs to your heart. Press your thumbs to your sternum. Lift your heart, tuck your chin, elbows wide, seal your hands, go out your mouth. Close your mouth, go out your nose. Bring your attention and your awareness to your navel. Bring your attention and your awareness to the center of your forehead, to your midbrain, to your mind. Five, four, three, two. Inhale, chin up, 3 sips. Tuck your chin, pulse the pelvic floor, and then hold it high, like a drawstring, like a flower bud. Up, up, up through the spine. Press the palms. Lift the chin, breathing out, hands come down. Notice, receive, let go, fall into the current you've made. There is a proficiency in you, a familiarity with your own ability. I am able. I am appreciated. I am essential in this day. Opening to that. Keep trusting how essential you are. Just your being. Not what you're doing, but the light of your being adds to the light of the day. And so we add the body, we put it all together. A great pranic swim. So most modified hands are lower than the shoulders. You're moving mostly through the wrist and the elbows. Or you're beginning to bring it up into a bigger. So you're swimming through your light. You're freeing the shoulders, the upper back, the elbows, and the shoulder joints.
And we add to this our good, strong, steady breath. Make a ha go out the mouth. Feel that strength, that light. Close your mouth, go out your nose. And we go steady on, 3 minutes right here. Maybe every once in a while you have to shake it out. Or maybe you begin to feel the circularity like a great wheel, and you begin to commit to that wheel, and you begin to be carried by that wheel, and the movement becomes stronger, more familiar, more steady, and the movement is stabilizing your energy, it's stabilizing your will, it's stabilizing your focus and your commitment. And we go. Three, two, one. Hands up high. Inhale, chin up, and 3 extra sips. Tuck your chin, gather that, pulse the pelvic floor. Stir up that base energy, and then pause tall and gather. Rise, 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 rise. Chin up, breath out, hands down. Notice. Be supported. This is the light that exists within you. This is the creative force within you. This is the same creative force that creates planets, that creates orbits, that creates seasons. This is the same force of stars within you. I am this. Palms together, the heels of the hands, press the elbows wide, the thumbs to the sternum, lift the sternum, tuck the chin. Now so softly, as though you were whispering into a baby's ear. So soft, close the eyes, close the mouth, press the hands. A minute, so soft. light everywhere. And release. Palms open. I am this. Held in light, known in light, loved in light. I am a being of divine light. Gently, without disturbing yourself, set up a beautiful supportive shavasana. So I will open my blanket go beneath me, the back of my head, the base of my spine. I'll add a bolster under the backs of my knees. If you don't have a bolster, use a couch cushion. If you don't have that, add your blocks under the backs of your calves. Get something to cover yourself. We'll be on the floor for 8 minutes to let all of this settle. Imagine you've whipped the most beautiful souffle, right? You can't serve it, it'll collapse. So we're going to bake, integrate what we've made. Set up your shavasana. And then come to lie back. close today, we'll use sound. So as you begin to deepen your breathing, on your exhalation, use a little hum of the letter N. Just breathing in fully. And feel that frequency of your sound move through you. Do it 2 more times. We'll do it one more. At the end of the M, it becomes an A, and let it all out your mouth. Inhale. Walk your feet in, one foot and then the other, to turn onto your side. And to roll up to your seat, take your time.
Arriving tall and full. And twice we'll sweep up high. The palms together, the thumbs right down the middle. Inhale again. Thumbs to the forehead center. Long sat, short nam. I am this. Inhale. And namaste. Day 5. If you'd like to track your progress, there's a printable calendar. And then each day you can see this was day 1 on Sunday, and day 3 was Tuesday, and now is day 3. So you can see, you can track your progress, you can see what the schedule is for the rest of the year. You can have an understanding of why we practice. So on my website, marthamcalpin.com, printable daily tracker. And just know that all of this, the sequence, the site, the source, the light, all of it, I put it together for you. Each class is $20. Drop in anytime or set it up, $100. You can have all the classes you want for a month. It's open, and I know that it's on Facebook, and I know that it's on YouTube. It's trust. And if you can't do $100, email me and tell me, and I will say, okay, let's work it out. There is no gate, because there is no gate between you and your light. There is no membership here, but there is an exchange. I do this, I provide this, and you provide that. I create a current, you provide currency, we show up and we meet together. We exchange value. If it matters to you, pay for it. marthamcalpin.com/payment, it's right there. If you can't, take the class. I'm here until you can. Thank you so much for your time, for your practice, for your light, for your mastery. We'll be back on Saturday for Vinyasa and Sunday to keep this going. 8 a.m. back to the master breath. Sat Nam.